I recently took a flight to a beautiful South Pacific island with my family. It was supposed to be beautiful, but as I stood by the baggage carousel upon arrival, now my luggage was nowhere to be seen. I became angry, not about the fact that my bag was gone, but how the situation was being handled. I felt forgotten.
We live in a world where simple trust seems elusive, where fixing problems becomes a battle. But it doesn't have to be that way. I knew there was a better way for brands to deliver a more connected experience with their customers. And that's why we started Day 3.
Day 3 helps brands focus on their customers. Our mission is to simplify your customer's journey. We are always ready, managing various digital platforms including chat, text messaging, email, and social media. We prioritize empowering your customers by providing a seamless experience across these channels. By helping our clients embrace new technologies and leverage these channels seamlessly, we help brands to create an impactful connection that resonates with their customers on a deeper level. That seamless interaction is powered by Day 3's technology. We innovate and use data to create a better customer experience. Used correctly, we are not only able to meet the customer's current needs, but also to predict what those needs will be in the future. This is a powerful way to build trust and loyalty.
We see ourselves as a tech company. We provide tech-enabled services and help our clients in leveraging data. We have developed proprietary digital tools. We also use cutting-edge automation technologies and artificial intelligence to deliver our services.
The key to our customer experience magic lies in empowering and valuing our rockstars. Properly trained and appreciated, that's when the magic happens.
Organizations that invest in their customer experience can expect to generate higher revenue, achieve better customer satisfaction, and avoid a high churn rate.
So what makes a customer loyal to a brand? What keeps them coming back? The answer is simple: excellent customer experience. I believe at Day 3 we have cracked the code. It all comes down to our obsession with the customer, leveraging the power of data and technology, and caring for our people.
Day 3 makes it happen. We are in a business of looking after your customers. It may sound simple, but simple doesn't always mean easy.
And with that, ladies and gents, I'd like to introduce Raymond Davadass, founder and group CEO, Day 3 Digital Berhad.
Hello. Good. Are you guys warmed up? Yeah. Hope so. Well, we have some technical problems. I think the slides are not up yet. Do we have the slides? Maybe we can get Michelle to come up and dance a little bit for us while we wait for... Tired already? Okay, all right. So while waiting, let me just give you a quick introduction. You've seen our corporate video. Now, there we go. That's the topic of my conversation today, orchestrating high-volume team dynamics. So you saw the video just now. You understand what we do a little bit. We run a business process services company. We manage processes for multiple clients, large global organizations, be it in the telco space, be it in the energy and utilities, as well as in the BFSI space, banking, financial services, and insurance. And in the course of running this business, we run a lot of interactions. We deal with a lot of customer calls, customer complaints, be it from a voice call to a non-voice, be it through social media, WhatsApp, you name it, or even if you walk to a retail store. Now, we handle close to about 300,000 interactions a month. So that's huge. And I have... So I'll go to my first slide. I don't like this first slide, but yeah, the second slide, is it? Yeah. So, yeah, I don't like this because it's got my picture in it. But uh, it's where was I? So we run multiple interactions for a lot of organizations, and this is what we do. And we are a proponent of AI. Don't get me wrong. From despite what you will hear me say in the next half an hour, we position ourselves as a digital first business process company. That means we push a lot of technology, we push a lot of data to a point that it scares me now. Yeah, and it should scare all of us too. Now, what do? We manage a lot of data, we manage a lot of interactions. Remember, I said we had 300,000 interactions? How do we deal with them? So I started this business back in 2016. I've been blessed. We have grown in the last, we celebrate our 10th anniversary this year. And thank you. We have grown to a size of about 2,500 people, and with our recent partnership with another global organization, we have grown to about 4,500 people. We are listed on the Malaysian Stock Exchange. We got listed 3 years ago exactly, actually to almost to date, 26th July 2023. So again, our third year of anniversary of being listed on the Malaysian Stock Exchange. So just to give you a little bit of a brief context, brief background of what we do, so that it helps you understand why the screen went blank. Or my screen went blank, okay. So it helps you understand a little bit of context of my conversation in the next 30 minutes. Now, I'm hoping in the next 30 minutes I don't bore you to death, but I just want to share with you a little bit of my leadership experience in the last 30 years, having developed this organization, having run the business for the last 10 years, having been in the professional line. I'm a chartered accountant by profession, spent 10 years there, worked in 10 years in various IT organizations before I started my business. And the last 30 years, I've learned a lot. And I can't possibly try to encapsulate what I have learned in the next 30 minutes. But I thought I would just pick 5 things. And hopefully that 5 things that when you leave this room today, something for you to think about, something for you to ponder, something for you to reflect on. Now, we build our business around these 4 values. We heard a lot, everyone speaking about culture, from Anthony to Esther. Even Edwin spoke about culture. So important, we talk about culture. The day 3 philosophy or work of life is built on these 5 values, right? Empathy, innovate, passion, trust, and insight. And I'll explain that to you shortly. But if you look at it from a horizontal perspective, you will see it says service from the, yes, service from the heart, comes from the heart, right? So as much as I'm a proponent of technology and we use so much of technology, much of our success depends on how we serve from the heart. And the question today we continue to get is, can AI replicate that? Right? Can AI replicate service from the heart? Because you need to deliver empathy, you need to deliver passion, you need to deliver trust. Because you're complaining, you saw the video just now. You stood at the airport waiting for your luggage and it didn't come. The brand promised that was delivered that you'll make sure that you'll get your luggage, doesn't appear. How do you rebuild that trust? And behind all of that, you need 2 very important things. You need to be able to innovate and automate, and you need to use data to deliver a story, to deliver an insight. So our value, our business runs, and really it encapsulates what we do and how important service from the heart and what service from the heart really means. These 5 values is what we live. Now, I said we've got 2,005 to now 4,000 people. One of the things that I've learned is high volume is a number. High performance is a rhythm. Leadership turns one into the other. Right? Take a moment to understand that. Large teams don't become efficient because they work faster. Large teams work when your process, your people, and your technology move in the same rhythm. And Edwin spoke about that. Edwin spoke about rhythm. He said, put your hands in your heart, feel the rhythm. He got us all to work as one. Now, I handle 300,000 interactions a month. There is no way in hell I would be able to understand what is going in my office, going down in my office down the line, because they are handling 300,000 interactions a month. Right? There are a lot of decisions that are being made with or without me most of the time. So therefore, this whole idea of having the team behind you becomes so crucial, so important. And for an organization like us to run 2,500 people, it must run on its own, based on a certain rhythm. And my role as the CEO is to determine that rhythm. My role is to determine the song. My role is to determine the score or the lead sheet. But it is for others to play. So like in the band, the same thing. You have a drummer. The drummer is essentially the most important person in the band because he keeps everybody in sync. He keeps everybody to time. And that's the role of a CEO most of the time, is to get everybody in sync, to get everybody working on time, to get everybody to be able to work consistently, not with rigidity. Yep. So very often, this is something, this is what I've learned over the years, that you got to build this culture of being able to let your organization run by itself. Now, the second thing that I've learned is a team of rock stars. By the way, we call ourselves rock stars. All the day three guys are here. What do we call? They know. We call ourselves rock stars, right? We have all stars. We're a different organization. We all know the rate. We call it rock stars because we believe that we are all rock stars. And by the way, every single picture you see here is not AI, right? Every single picture you see here is my office. Since I can't bring you all to the office, I've decided to bring the office to you. So whatever pictures you see at the back of the slide, you will, maybe I just got to skip a little bit. You see that we have a band at the back, we have a stage at the back. That's our office, right? If you missed that, we have these parties very often in the office, right? But coming back to my point, a team of rock stars become rock stars only when talent learns to listen. That is very, very important, right? Individual attention, or rather individual spotlight, breaks the entire band, right? The whole idea is to make sure that there is collective listening that enables a sustained performance. That's the role of a large, when you run a large organization, that is the main role. You can't have spotlights. Real Madrid, team of superstars, whether you subscribe to it or not. But if you are like me until a year ago, a Liverpool fan, right? Any Liverpool fans here? Right? We worked as a team. We didn't have superstars. We made superstars. But every single player knew their role, when they had the ball and when they didn't have the ball. They knew when to pass the ball, they knew when to defend as a team. And that is the role of a CEO, to create that team. And when I say CEO, I use the word loosely because all of you are leaders as well. That is the role of leaders, not just the CEO, yeah? The role of a leader is to bring everybody together. I'll give you another analogy. They've put a piano here, I don't know why. Is there a sound coming out of this? Oh, okay. That's good. I don't know how to play this. That's the only song I know, I think. But I'm just going to give you a little example, yeah? How many musicians in the house? Any musicians here? Raise your hands. So you know what I'm going to do, right? I'm just going to play a 1, 5, 4, or 6, 4. Sounds nice? I hope so. Yep. 5, 6. And very often we run our organizations like that. We want consistency, right? Simple. 1, 5, 6, 4. But there's many ways of getting from 1 to the 6. I can do this. I'm still playing the same progression. Or I can decide to be a superstar. But the point is, you don't want to be a superstar. Imagine me playing that messiness throughout the whole song, right? And not allowing my guitarist to do a little bit of his work, not allowing the bassist to play a little bit of his licks, right? Not allowing the drummer to do it. But I want to be a superstar. I just want to keep on playing this, right? Because it shows my talent. I hope so. There's so many ways of getting from 1 to the 6, back to the 4. But that's the point. As a leader, you need to allow your team to flourish, right? You don't want superstars. You don't want that messiness in your organization. At the right place, at the right time, you choose to bring the people out. At the right place, at the right time, you want to bring out the talent out of your organization. So that's very crucial, something that I learned. I don't want to build a team of superstars, but my role as a leader is to bring people together and to get them to expand that stage for everyone to play. It is just not a soloist, right? And that's our role as a leader, to bring everybody together. And that is what makes a very effective team. Are you with me? Bored? What's the level of interest? We'll need you to dance soon. Now, culture. Maybe I'm going to get Nanda to come up to help me a little bit. We all spoke about culture today. Yep, culture is so important. But what is culture? I think Anthony alluded to the same thing, and everyone alluded to the same thing. For me, culture is when you don't have lyrics to the song. Culture is when you see an empty boardroom. That's my boardroom, right? By the way, the boardroom says, what is the name of my boardroom? Can anybody see that? Sorry? For the musician, C major 7, it says. All my meeting rooms are named after chords. There's A minor 7, there's B minor 7 flat 5, is it? There's a C major 7, then F is F major 7, G is, I don't know what, I can't remember. I think it was a diminished chord, if I'm not mistaken. But what happens when you leave the room? As a leader, a lot of things happen when you are in the room. But when you leave the room, you realize your team doesn't function. Your team doesn't work. Your team is dependent on you to move things. That's not leadership. And that's what I learned. Leadership is about making sure that things move on when the leader is not around. Yeah? So, I just want to go very quickly. I know we have very little time, DC, right? This is what I fear most. Again, as much as I say I'm a proponent of AI, we use a lot of AI. If you go to the web and you read about day 3, all you will hear is AI, automation, transformation, and that's what we do for a living. But in the business of bringing AI into the workplace, I'm always worried about losing that touch, the human touch. If you go back to that 5 service values that we had, now I'm testing my memory. Empathy, trust, passion, innovation, insight. Innovation and insight, the last 2, is delivered by automation most of the time. It's delivered through technology. It's delivered through the gathering of data and making sense out of data. But the question we continue to ask ourselves is, can AI deliver empathy? If you reach out to your service provider and your service provider doesn't give you what he wants, or rather doesn't give you what you wanted or what they promised, would you be happy to hear a bot say, I'm so sorry for how you feel. I empathize with you. Would you accept that? Right? How do you deliver the same kind of passion to go above and beyond? By the way, I've helped you with what you want, but can I help you further with some of the other things that you need? Right? Trust. The reason you have contacted one of your service centers is because there is a trust deficit. Whatever was promised was not delivered. You are not unhappy, you're angry. How do I rebuild that trust again so that you do not run away to another competitor? I have that moment, that single moment in time, that 1 minute or 2 minutes with you to repair that brand trust or the brand deficit. How do I do that effectively? Can I get AI to do that? Will you accept it? So that is the question I continue to ask today. Will AI do the job? But AI delivers consistency, right? Let's try something else. What shall I do? You'll find out soon. But let me try this. That's a 1 to a 5 to a 6. You like it? Does it sound efficient? This is what AI does. What do you notice? Consistent? Efficient? Repetitive, isn't it? And that's what my left hand doing. That is what my left hand is doing. But the whole idea, the creativity part, the passion, the trust, the insights come from the right hand, where you create the melody. And that's the whole idea with our organization, is bringing the right hand, bringing the humanness and the technology together, right? That's what it means for our organization, because technology is important. If you don't have your left hand, you don't have structure to the song. The bassist will understand, right? The bassist would understand. You will not have structure to the song. But there's a structure to the song when you have your left hand working with the creative right hand. Anyway, that's enough of my playing. I'll come to my last point. Leadership is not playing every part. It's making every part matter. And for me, it is knowing when to hand over the mic to someone else. As a leader, I missed one point. I was supposed to bring you up on stage. Yeah. Well, I'll come back to you. But let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do that. Nanda, everyone. So,
Yes, sir.
you got the lyrics, is it? If you don't know this song, you're not Malaysian. Okay? It's a household Malaysian song, and the whole idea is for all of you to stand up and sing. Right? Nanda's going to do the first verse, by which time you have enough time to Google and get to the chorus, and make sure all of you, yes, please do that for me, right? Okay? The least you can do is do that for me. Okay, so stand up, everyone. Come on. I'm sure by the time I played the first line, you would already know the song. Oh, the song I also forgot. You're okay.
You can Google the song. Everyone knows.
You know the song? I'm sure you do, right?
Ribu bintang di langit kini menghilang. Beraba aku dalam kelam. Rembulan mengambang kini makin suram. Pudar ilhamku tanpa arah. Sing along. Louder. Tak ataupun rembulan, terima kasih ku ucapkan. Take out your lighters. Oops, keyboards. Curi bayangan wajahmu. Louder, guys. Izinkan ku mencuri hayalan denganmu. Now. Oh, andai lagu ini mengganggu ruangan hidupmu. Kau senyumlah. Sekadar memori kita di arena ini. Kau ilhamku.
Chorus, chorus.
Kau ilhamku.
Maafkanlah. Maafkanlah.
Oh, oh. Sekadar memori kita di arena ini. Upside down, huh? Now do that. Andai lagu ini ya. Maafkanlah. You notice AI cannot do that now. Oh. Now let's do the andai lagu. Dan lagu ini mengganggu ruangan hidupmu. Ku. Yay!
Do you know why we did the exercise? You notice you all sang. Sorry? No. Yep, okay. But you all sang without the leader. That's creating a culture, right? When I'm off the keys, I've totally switched off. You went on. I didn't tell you all to start or stop. Yeah, you can please be seated. But that's going back to my third point. How do you create a culture that when you leave the room, people continue to do what you want them to do? And that's what I wanted you to do, to sing the song, to finish the song, right? Without me being on the keys. So coming back to my last point. Leadership is not playing every part. It's making every part matter. So I was saying earlier, it's knowing when to let go. It's knowing when to hand over the mic to someone else. The leader doesn't claim the spotlight all the time. It is knowing, is recognizing that there are people in your team who will be better than you in certain areas. And it's not having the insecurity of letting go. It's not having the insecurity of saying that I must always shine. Because you need to get the organization, you need to get the team to shine. Again, going back to the first point of spotlight. I think that's one thing that I've learned very clearly in my years, that in building an organization, it's absolutely crucial to understand when you need to let go as a leader. So I hope I've left you with some pointers in terms of trying to understand my leadership style, which is very much based on somewhere where I'm very most comfortable with, behind 88 keys, right? I'm more comfortable behind the keys here than standing here on stage talking. You will never see me sing because my hands and my mouth don't work together. So they don't sing. So that's why I've got to get Nanda to come and sing for me, as we move on. So yeah, my final thoughts. And again, what keeps me at night? A lot of people ask me this question: what keeps me at night? Keeps me awake at night is this whole AI thingy, right? And don't get me wrong, I'm not against it. I'm a heavy user of AI. Our entire organization uses AI a lot. You can ask a group of people in that table there. We use a lot. But I think the point is today is trying to differentiate when do you need to use the technology at the right place, at the right time. There are moments in your journey, in your service journey, you will decide that it is very important to have the human in front. And there are times in a service journey where you will then say that I can afford to have an AI in front and a human in the loop. So it's very crucial to understand that, but as I think sometimes, I'm sure many of you have gone to different websites, many of you have gone to different service providers and become frustrated when you deal with bots, when you deal with chatbots. Because ultimately it leads up to one thing, right? Callback 03 XXX, XXX, XXX. Why? Because your expectation was not fulfilled. Right? Can anyone agree to that? Well, yeah, we all go through that, right? But we're going through a transition period. I don't say that we will not get there. Maybe we'll get there to a point one day where, everything will be automated. But at this stage, we are not there. We are going through a transition. But most importantly, as we wake up to new technologies on a daily basis, right? And we're exposed to so many new technologies on a daily basis, the most important thing is to be able to discern, to understand which technologies will work for you and which technologies will not work for you. Yep. So my final thoughts: in the age of AI, the winner won't be those with the loudest technology. It will not necessarily be Gerard playing the loudest lead, right? There'll be those who use it to amplify the music of human talent. Ultimately, we are creatures of relationship, right? And that's what we want. We want that human touch. And how we use that technology to amplify that becomes very important. So to all of you leaders, set the rhythm. That's your role. Build the trust. Protect the creativity. It's not a distraction. Having music, having sports is not a distraction in office. Yep. Share the stage. Know when to hold back, when to move back. And most importantly, let your people play. So I'm just going to end, as I said, my mouth and my lips don't work at the same time. So I'm going to get a little help. Edwin brought his son. So I'm going to introduce you my daughter. Aisha, come on stage. If we can help you get the mic set up for you. So I'm just going to end with this song. I hope you like it. The song is about being curious. The song is about humanness. The song is about amplifying creativity, empathy, passion, and trust, understanding and accepting our human flaws, and working along with it and accepting it. So the song is about that. I think it's very important, it's very crucial as TC rightly chose a theme, the augmented individual. What is that augmented individual? What does that mean? Our role as an augmented individual is to improve the technology, but it's also to improve the quality of our life and the quality of our work using this technology. So I hope this song makes a little bit sense. You ready? Okay, let's see whether we. I hope you enjoy it. It's a very old song. I think most of you, my generation, would know the song. But apparently the young people also know the songs now. It's just been made popularized again.
Looking out across the nighttime, the city winks a sleepless eye. Hear her voice shake my window, sweet seducing sighs. Get me out into the nighttime. Four walls won't hold me tonight. If this town is just an apple, let me take a bite. If they say why, tell them that it's human nature. Why does he do me that way? If they say why, tell him that it's human nature. Why does he do me that way? Reaching out to touch a stranger, electric eyes are everywhere. Ooh, see that girl, she knows I'm watching. She likes the way I stare. If they say why, tell them that it's human nature. Why does he do me that way? If they say why, tell them that it's human nature. Why does he do me that way? And I live in this way, and I love in this way. Looking out across the morning, the city's heart begins to beat. Reaching out, I touch her shoulder. I'm dreaming of the street. Why? Tell him that it's human nature. Why does he do me that way? If they say why, why does he do me that way? And I live in this way.
Thank you, Asia. The last slide.